Hello everyone, my name is Tochi Praise Chaka and welcome to my YouTube channel. And if today is your first time, welcome! Don't forget to subscribe and also click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop a new video. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for your support so far on this channel. And if peradventure you've not subscribed, so do well now to subscribe and click on the notification bell. I want to talk about something very important today. This question is one of the things I've been asked on my DMs on WhatsApp as to how can I be this? Why am I not serious? What can I do to also help me as well? So this is why I've decided to do this video today. So I'll be talking about how to be intentional as a person. So you should know that at this particular season in your life, you have to be very intentional. You have to be very serious. And for things to work out for you, you have to be very intentional. If you want people to take you serious, it means that you yourself, you have to be someone who is serious and you have to be someone who is very intentional. So let's dive into. So but before I proceed, I want to say that I'll be sharing from my own personal experience. Okay, so I'll be speaking on what has actually helped me as a person. If these steps actually works for me, I'm sure that they will also work for you. So I won't be spending much time on this video. I'll be going straight to the point. So if you can get a pen and a paper, you want to write down things that you know that will be beneficial for you, please do go ahead. All right, so let's dive into the video. All right, so how to be intentional as a person. So number one, the first thing that helped me first was I took my spiritual growth very seriously. So in my new book that I released, My Purpose Chronicle. So if you've not gotten that book, please go and get that book. I spoke on how I discovered purpose. The whole story is just in that book. All right, so I'm going to share just few things. So while I was working in a law firm, I discovered that I wanted to be more. I discovered that that there is more to me than I am. So this helped me in my adventure to discover God's purpose for me. I was so I was so passionate about discovering purpose. I just wanted to find purpose. I just wanted to find purpose. I wanted to know why I was living. I wanted to know what am I on earth to do. What has God brought me here to do? So I was so intentional about it. So while I was there, I'll read the Bible, I'll fast, I'll pray, and then I'll go online on YouTube, majorly YouTube, and I'll watch videos that has to do with being intentional and then finding purpose. So the first thing I did was I took my spiritual growth very seriously. So you should know that God is the basics first. So if you want to be intentional, you have to find God first. Take your spiritual growth very seriously. If you are not serious with God, first of all, let me tell you this big truth. If you're not serious with God, you can't be serious with anything. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. If you are not serious with God, you can't be serious in anything. You must take your spiritual growth very seriously if you want to be someone who is intentional. In fact, as you take your spiritual growth very seriously, you discover that you as a person, you begin to discover the changes in you. You discover that there are things that are beginning to strip up from you, and then you begin to see things the way they truly are. You become serious as a person, not just to affect other people or not just to affect your world. You become, because if you're not intentional as a person, you can't even help people to become intentional. So the first thing is take your spiritual growth very seriously. Find God, seek the Lord, seek His face. It's only God that can actually give you the directions as to how to go concerning life. And then this brings me down to my second point, which is discover purpose. So there's no how that you spend time with God and you will not find purpose. It's impossible. So if you have been spending time with God and then God has not been, communicating few things to you that these are the things, I want you to do, something is wrong. It's either your communion with God has not been effective, like it's going up, it's been coming down, it's been going up, it's been coming down. If it's not effective, you won't know what God would have you do. So this is why I said, first of all, if you must be intentional, you have to take your spiritual growth very seriously. And then when you discover purpose, you will know the reason why you're doing something. You won't be shadowboxing, as Apostle Paul said. Everything you are doing, there is a reason. No, purpose is the reason for existence. So you are not just doing things because everybody is doing it. You're doing things because this is what God will have you do, and it is for a reason. It is for a reason. So if there's no purpose, the whole thing you are pursuing will just be a waste. You will waste resources, you waste relationship, trust me, and you waste time on things that you shouldn't invest in. So when you discover purpose, it will help you know the path to take. That okay, this is the route. Purpose just gives you that beautiful clarity. If you want to be intentional, you have to discover purpose. So if there's no purpose, you won't be intentional about anything. Discover purpose. Spend time with God to discover purpose. Seek Him with the whole of your heart. Yes. So one thing about me is that in whatever I do, I just like to carry God along. So to me, I see that I can't be intentional about things if I'm not intentional with God. God is the beginning. The Bible says in the book of Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, that in the beginning God. So your beginning must begin with God. Your intentionality must begin with God. Like if you don't want to make errors, if you just don't want to, keep moving and then discover that everything you have been working on is not even in line with what God will have you do. If you want to be truly intentional in life, please don't try to be intentional without God. Please don't try to be intentional without God. Number three is your personal growth. So when I discovered my purpose, I started taking personal growth seriously. I will attend trainings, I will attend seminars. Like I said, I'll watch videos, YouTube videos. I will spend my time on videos. There was something God told me in 2021, when I was reading the Bible and all of that. And then God told me something said, go for knowledge. So yes, I will spend time reading the Bible and I will spend time reading the Bible and all of that. But then God was so intentional about me. He said, go for knowledge, invest in other areas. This is why I'm so passionate about ladies becoming more. God did not create you to just dominate just the religious settings. There are political settings, there are financial settings, there are entertainment settings. Yes, those places, God will have you go there. So this is why you must invest in the personal growth. Grow, become, explore. God is not against it. In as much as it is in alignment with His will for you. Dominate. In fact, God needs you self to reach out to more people in those spaces. So if you don't grow in that aspect that God would have you grow in, so how do you expect Him to reach out to those people without you? So God needs you as well. So this is why you must prioritize personal growth. Don't just leave yourself to chance. Don't something that people say. People will take me as I am. Omo, who are you? Who are you first of all to begin with? You don't know yourself, but you want people to take you as you are. No. Get to know who you are so that you can know the path that you can invest in, so that you can know the areas to grow in. If you don't know who you are, first of all, you'll be following the crowd, you want to do what they are doing. Get to know who you are and then invest in your personal growth. It is very crucial. Please don't just trivialize these things. Take it's as serious as the air that you breathe. So that when you come in contact with you, you know that you have really invested your time in knowledge. So don't say, I don't need to do. No, you need to, okay? You need to invest in growth. Grow. Don't sit down and you're waiting for a miracle to happen. God needs you to place you in that position. Faith without work is dead. Yes, you have the faith that you get to baby places. I know that there are prophecies over you as a believer. So many prophecies. But then these things will not come into manifestation if you don't put in the work. They will not come into manifestation if you as a person, you don't put in the work. So be ready to put in the work. Invest in personal growth. Get to know more about your finances. Get to know more about your political aspect. If that's where God will have you be, get to know more about the things that God has called you to do. Know more about those things. So that when you get out there, you don't look unprepared. The greatest investment you can give to yourself, the greatest investment you can give to yourself is to invest in yourself. Self-investment. Invest in yourself. In things that you know that they are important. They can help you tomorrow. Okay, let me share this with us. There's some people that you meet and you're wondering, how do they do this? How do they speak like this? How do they get to meet these people? They didn't do anything special. There was no magic anywhere. They just invested in themselves. And let me tell you this, there are some people that you will not have access to. until you invest in yourself. Even in God, there are some heights we will not get to if we don't invest in the Word of God. If we don't invest in our spiritual growth, there are some levels we will not get to without growth. So grow. John, grow. Sarah, grow. Stephanie, grow. Debbie, grow. Jessica, grow. Nkechi, grow. Just grow and become more. Grow and become who God will have you be. In this kingdom, we don't blow, we grow. So as you grow, it makes God want to use you the more. Grow, don't remain a babe. Don't remain a babe where you are. There's more to you. So take your personal growth seriously. Personal growth, when I mean personal growth, it doesn't just have to do with your spiritual life. It has to do with your physical, it has to do with your finances, it has to do with every areas of your life, your purpose, everything. Everything still boils down to your purpose. Because if you don't know your purpose, you won't be able to invest so much in your personal growth. So take your personal growth seriously. So it brings us now to number 4. So when I said, investing in personal growth, I discovered that you need to detach yourself from things that are not helping you. You detach yourself a lot from things that are not adding value to you, even from friendship, from relationships. So when I started investing in personal growth, there's some people I know I started meeting. I was like, wow, so this is how this thing works. It's not like there was any formula for this. Just invest in your personal growth. So there's some things I wrote down. So why you are investing in your personal growth? Number one, define your relationship. Please, I beg. So this one I want to talk about a very serious matter. Define your relationship, especially with the opposite sex. Don't sisters, don't go and be befriending one brother that God said is your destiny helper. You must be sensitive when it comes to relationship. You must be sensitive. I'll say it again. You must be sensitive when it comes to relationships. God can put this brother in your life. He will be the one that God will use to lift you up. He will be the link to somebody that you have been looking up to reach out to. So if you now go and befriend this person, like he now becomes your boyfriend, and at the long run, the thing did not work, then both of you split. The purpose for which God brought him into your life will be defeated. Connection you will not see, access you will not see, link you will not see. So define your relationship with the opposite sex. Keep your emotions aside. Open your eyes. Okay? Open your eyes. Define your relationship. You must not be in a romantic relationship with everybody. Please. Control yourself. Just be sensitive as to why God brought this person into your life. Search your spirit, know what God is saying, so that you don't take advantage of the relationship. Please. So you must define your relationship so that your destiny helper can help you the way God has positioned him in your life to do. Be sensitive, okay? And then number 2, under the same one, I said you must nurture meaningful connections. So if you see that this person has the things that you have desired to learn and all of that, if they have an event coming up, like what I do, if I want to, when you want to access people, you don't just go. If there are things that you can contribute to them, or maybe they have an event coming up, you can volunteer, and in those ways you can, build relationship with them, nurture meaningful connections. If you must nurture meaningful connections, you yourself, your life must be making a meaning as a person. All right? Don't start sending people broadcast messages. If you must nurture meaningful connections, don't go and start sending broadcast messages to people. Nobody will take you seriously with that. Please don't do that. If you have been doing that before, please repent. Be wise in your approach with them. Don't start disturbing them with your messages every day so that you don't misuse the access that God has given to you. This is how some of us are. When you have your mentors and your spiritual fathers on your contact list, you want to disturb them. You want to reach out to them all the time. Please give them breathing space. So the only way you can nurture this relationship, like what has worked for me, is when I see that they have a program coming up and I want to always volunteer. Yes. So in this way, my access with them intact. This last one is also one of the things that have helped me so well. and it is intentional habits. So what are the habits that you are intentional about? What are your routines? What are your routines? Some of you don't have anything, you're not disciplined with anything. We are so loud about spiritual growth, but we know within us that we're not taking our spiritual growth very seriously. So what are you disciplined in? If you're not disciplined in anything, you can't become fruitful in that thing now. You can't even spend even 30 minutes to read the Bible. You can't even spend 30 minutes to even read any other book. And you want to grow. You want to be more like this. Change. Okay. If you're not consistent in something, you cannot be fruitful in anything. So you must be consistent in something. Be disciplined. Stay there. There's some days you don't even feel like it at all. But you're not doing it because you don't feel like it. You're not emotional about this thing. You are intentional about it. So this is why you must stay there. Like I'll keep on referring to Jesus because he inspires me a lot. Like Jesus' culture, he always go to the temple to preach. So you know these people that we look up to, the Willows, especially Ashira, and the likes of them. They also have their disciplines. They have their daily routines. They have what they do that keeps them running. So don't you want to be intentional and then you don't have any habits that you're intentional about. I mean positive habits, please, not negative habits. You don't have any habits that you are intentional about, you are a joker. If you don't have them now, please go and start cultivating them. Know what you want to start doing. Be disciplined in something, have a culture. If you have to write your daily routines. Like what I have this thing to really help me. I have this stick notes. This stick notes has really helped me. Mostly in my daily routine. I write down the things I want to do and then I just stick them somewhere, either in my journal or in my notes or on the wall. So that when I'm sitting down, I'm looking at okay, this is what I've done. So that day I can crush like 90% of what I want to do. Have intentional habits. There is nobody that you see that rose to greatness that does not have good habits that they are intentional about. So this is what makes you. These are the things that grooms you to becoming. These are the things that makes you valuable as a person before you become valuable to others. If you're not valuable to yourself, you cannot be valuable to other people. Please, you just be deceiving yourself. You yourself will know that you are deceiving yourself. So cultivate good habits that can help you. They don't have to be plenty, just the ones you can start with two that you know that you can be consistent in. And trust me, these things will work for you. So these are the things that really, really worked for me. All you just need to do is to be intentional, that's all. You don't have to, you don't have to do too much. Just be focused, intentional about it. And you will see that your life will amaze you. There's no magic anywhere. It begins with you. So start implementing these things I talk about. Start with them little by little, and you discover that you become that person you desire to be. So thank you so much for watching this video. And if this video really, really encouraged you and if it inspired you, please do well to leave a comment below. And or if you have questions, also leave a comment in the comment section and I'll do well to respond. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.